Here we go. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Christ is King. Welcome to episode 222 Triple Deuce, your favorite D list actor. Coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. Happy Halloween, October 31st. Who's going out? I'm passing out candy with wifey. She got me an outfit. She got me some teeth, so I'm a vampire. I'll be wearing all black. I'm passing out candy, chilling. It's gonna be fun. And we might bring the pups out. We'll see if they can handle it. Who knows? The weather here has been amazing, and tonight is going to be amazing. I think that today's high was 88, and it's going to be like in the 70s, dropping slowly down to the high 60s as the kids trick or treat. So it's going to be phenomenal. But we're only going to be out as late as the candy lasts. We got a couple of bags of the stuff, the Costco bags that are like this big. Yeah, we got a couple of those. And then if there's a couple of kids that the ones that helped us find our dog, yeah, so if they come through, we bought them a bunch of stuff for this as well. Larry, what's up? One watching live. Yeah, we're going early today because it's Halloween and I'm going to be passing out candy with wifey. We are getting dressed up as soon as I'm done with the show. That's why I'm going 1 hour early. I got my run in this week. It was phenomenal. I had been talking about how the last couple weeks when I finished my run, I wasn't, I didn't feel like I put everything into it, as in like I wasn't breathing hard. I'll put it that. So this week I was like, let me up that. Let me up that pace. Let me get moving faster. So I upped the pace and I upped it like a little bit more than I probably should have. I think I turned it up a little bit too high of a notch, and I got after it. And then I got to this one point, and I was like, okay, back to my normal pace, and finished it. Finally, hey, Melinda. Finally, I got home, and I was like, right, that I felt that. And I was breathing hard for the rest, for another half an hour, which was awesome. I needed that, so it was the pace that I needed. I didn't need more distance. I just needed a faster pace. So I'm going to keep working on that, trying to get that faster pace and see if I can do the entire run. Eventually, at that pace, I would say that I can keep the pace almost halfway at this point. It's my first time trying though, so we'll see if that continues to grow with that. Otherwise, the workouts have been awesome this week, and the diet is on point, except for tonight because it's Halloween. So, what are you gonna do? The hair is coming in. It's getting longer. It's getting longer. I don't know how long it's going to be on my birthday, which is the day that we're going to be filming my next ASU capstone project that I was blessed to book once again through another student who was working on the capstone project that I was already working on. We talked on set. He was like, hey, when I do have my project, I want to reach out to you. He reached out to me. Now I'm playing Death. So that's why I'm growing the hair out. And Death just happens to be a rocker, a guitarist. So that too. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. And supposedly we will be filming on my birthday down in the dunes in Tucson, Arizona. That is the current plan. We got two watching live. So my school film and media production for Halloween did a showing of the original 1922 Nosferatu. And of course, I had to go because not only was it 30 extra credit points for me in two different classes total, but I knew some of my friends in film were going to be there, and so I had to go. And plus, it's Nosferatu. It's the original vampire movie, the one that they got sued by the people who wrote the original. Oh, just the treats. So yeah, it was great to watch that, and then we did a Q&A afterwards. And it looks like the next 2 Wednesdays, they have 2 more things coming up. There's going to be a panel next week, next Wednesday, of filmmakers that are from our school who have been at GCC before. And we also have my instructor from last semester. He is a freelance man. He's going to be on that panel. He really knows his shit. He really understands funding and things like that. So I'm the school is hosting that. I don't remember seeing any of the stuff before, so I'm going to go to as many of these things as I can because they're a lot of fun. I don't know a lot of people, but when I go to something like this, it's cool because I can point out 10 people that actually I know and or I've had a class with. So I'm like, oh, cool, I know people. So it's pretty cool. It's fun. Oh, and for everyone keeping count at home, we still have only one working bathroom. So when I got home from Nosferatu, I was hungry. It was late, and made myself eggs and toast. I do it up, man. I get my Ezekiel bread. I got my what is that? Grass fed, freaking butter and all that good stuff with my tomato on there, and then I have avocado, and then I put my egg right. And I like to keep it runny right on top. And I'm eating it, and then I noticed. Well, I noticed, but I can feel it because I'm watching a movie, and I can feel the yolk was caught in my mustache. And for some reason, I went incredibly aggressive with this finger to scrape down on it, and I caught my lip. Look at that. Wow. I mean, just sliced right into it. And it was just like instantly, I was just like, "Oop." I was like, they put the food down, and I was like, oh shit, what did I just do? Went right to the bathroom, just stuck some roll of toilet paper, put on there, just waited. And it was just bleeding. I was like, oh man. And since then, every 15 seconds, it seems, I hit it on something. So, man, gotta be careful with that, man. That hurt so bad too because it was just like instant. I don't know why I was doing it so aggressive. All I had to do was a little bit or grab the napkin. But for some reason, I just went really fast and really hard and just sliced the shit. Look at that right there. Sliced the shit on my lip. That happens. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Huh? I don't know. What's everyone sipping on tonight before they do their trick or treating? If that's what they're doing, getting dressed up. Like I said, as soon as I'm done here, vampire costume, set everything up outside, move the car so kids can come through. We put up a table. It's got a black cover on it. We got wife's made all this cool cookie stuff. We put around it. Kids come up, you give them the candy. It's a fun time. Moving on to our first named segment of the show, the social media segment, because we're not just here every Friday on YouTube. No, no, no. We are all over the internet or the interwebs, if you will. Coffee. Yeah, I'm going to have another coffee. That's guaranteed. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to have a coffee milkshake from Shake Shack. It's Halloween. I'm having a milkshake from Shake Shack, and it just happens to be coffee flavored, and they're delicious because I've had them before. Yay! But you can also find me over on X, formerly known as Twitter, TJWIMZ, on Instagram, also at TJWIMZ, and on LinkedIn and Facebook at TJWIMBS, as in bullshit or bullshisa. And if you want to know about the movies and some of the big projects I've worked on and get some information on those, head over to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database. You can find me at imdb.me/TJWIMBS to get the latest and greatest. That's where I get most of my big news or news that I feel is newsworthy to tell you guys about in show biz, which I only have one today. That's sad. But it's all good. It's Halloween. Everybody's happy. Yeah. The only new videos up this week are my breakfast videos over on X. And if you haven't seen Barbie 2, The Revenge, made with all action figures, it's also up here on YouTube. Check that out. It's just purely to laugh at. That's it. Everything was one take. I didn't have a script. I made it up on the fly. It was all just anything that popped in my head at the time as I was filming. Like I said, I did one take on everything, and and this is what you get. So the editing was what took 3 days. Filming took about 15 minutes, I think, total. It was just shot, done. All right, that was already in order. So when I put it on my iMovie, I didn't have to worry about moving nothing around. I shot the scenes, just yep, this, set it up, move it, bring the next guys in, boom, 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 one take, done. And then you start shot. Then you have to go find your sound effects, but now that I have that website, oh yeah, sound effects are stuff. It's so cool because I can just go from my phone or my laptop or whatever, just zing it over to the other one or whatever. AirDrop, that's what it is. You AirDrop it. That's cool when you can do that with your devices. Yeah, it's just so much fun. I love AirDropping now. now that I know what it is. We have one new subscriber this week. We now have 455 subscribers. Thank you all, and especially those of you who come out live. And you guys, I'm an hour early, and you guys still came out, which is freaking awesome. And I really appreciate that. IMDb numbers for acting are up, and numbers for the show are up. No music though, but we'll still do a little dance number for you there because we're so happy about that. I'm trying to cruise along because it is Halloween. I'm trying to get through it. So let's move right on to TJ's Hollywood Seconds. You may have heard this before, but I'm going to tell you again because I want to. All right, let's do the sad news. The glasses are coming on. Hong Kong legendary actor Benz Hu. If you've seen any movie made in Hong Kong, he was in it. He passed away at 76. That man has been in probably close to 300 or so movies, I wouldn't doubt. College football, you know it's my favorite sport. Last week, 6 top 25 teams went down. Oklahoma, South Florida, LSU, ASU finally gets back in the top 25 and gets dumped on. Missouri and Illinois. This week we have 2 top 25 matchups: Vanderbilt and Texas and Tennessee, Oklahoma. Those should be great games. There is one game tonight. College football top 25. I think it's Memphis is playing tonight. Don't quote me on that, but if it's on TV, I will be watching it. Yes. Finished. No, I still have one episode left of Foundation. I will have made it all the way through again. Great show, like I said, tons of plot holes, but whatever. It's got pageantry. It's got that epic feel to it. It's pretty cool, and the CGI is pretty dope. The morning show, I just watched. Caught up on the morning show still. Yeah, it's good. It's cool. It's okay, but nothing's really got me like, oh yeah, this season. Now Murders got better. The finale, watched the final episode of Only Murders in the Building, and they wrapped it up nicely. The season was okay, but it wasn't terrible. So I did enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to next season because it looks like they're going to have to go to England for a bit. For that, and man, wouldn't that be dope if freaking Mark gets a little like under 5 on that? Man, that would be so freaking awesome. Lots of shows coming out next month, as in tomorrow, November. Lots of shows. Stranger Things. I think everybody's gonna be like 50 years old now, playing seniors in high school. But you got to finish it. But I will not be going back to watch the rest of it because, man, they took longer than freaking Game of Thrones. And I didn't even watch Game of Thrones till the last season came out. Then I watched it all. That way I don't have to worry about the memes. Not have to worry about anything getting messed up or anybody, wow, tell me what happened. That's how you do it. Wait till the whole thing's done. All right, guys, moving on quick. Let me get this sip of water, try to get this whole thing done with under 15 minutes. Putting the rush on it today. This week in acting school computer class, all caught up on all of my access projects. I got a 94 on my last one. It was funny. I turned in the wrong one because apparently somehow I made multiple copies and I turned in the wrong one and somehow I got 0. I got an absolute 0 out of 100 on the project. And I called my professor over. She came over. She was like, no, that's not possible. Hey, Mom. She goes, nobody can do that. Oh, Mom's got some red wine. Nice. So then we went through and she found the right one. And then we uploaded that and I got a 90 something. So that was awesome. Access is going pretty well. But I am seeing myself next week going to get some assistance over at the Learning Center because they got some awesome freaking computer people over there to help you with these projects. So that's where I go almost every week, sometimes twice a week. I go over there and get some tutoring working on these computer projects, but these people are so freaking awesome. They're very cool, and I really appreciate the fact that they're there just helping us out. Cinema class, we are watching Nomadland, and it's so far just, I don't think there's anything special about it winning. I don't see how it won the Oscar, but then I saw what it was up against in the Oscars, and I was like, okay, I can see how it won the Oscar. But for me, it plays more like a documentary than it does a movie. So I don't know. I'm just not really feeling it. I don't think I'll be writing a paper about that one. Definitely Oppenheimer, but I'm still trying to find out what my next one after Oppenheimer is going to be to write my paper about this this last part of the semester. Over in script writing, we are breaking down our short scripts and each other's short scripts, and we are moving on with things that we're going to. So basically, we're doing all the character breakdowns for our feature film to help write the feature films. So that's where we're at in that right now. And what class did I forget? Oh, and the art of storytelling. What are we doing in the art of storytelling? I don't know. There wasn't anything big this week in art of storytelling. It's just a lot of stories, but we didn't have to do. There wasn't any like big genre. It was just like this. It was mostly podcasts and listening to other students from local colleges tell their stories, and then of course you had to break their stories down. So it was nothing crazy this week. Well, guys, thanks for coming out early on a Friday. It's you know trick or treat day, so I got work to do. I got stuff I got to do. I got to pass out the candies. I got to get the costume on. You got to do all that fun stuff. So thanks for coming out, guys. Real quick, I'll be right back. And you guys have an amazing weekend. Have a great last day of October. Happy November, almost here. But right now, I'm out this. What?